Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode on our single player world. Today we are going to be doing a brand new project, but before I get into discussing that, I want to quickly discuss some stuff that we are going to be doing in the very, very near future. Now, I know you guys are probably thinking that it's going to be our new world, which it is, that is one thing, but something in the next week. I've been getting a lot of messages from people saying that they are missing our streams or just didn't catch us in our stream. And of course, I mean, if I stream on a particular day and you've got something on during that day, you might actually miss the stream, which makes pretty logical sense when you think about it. But we are going to be doing some extra streams this week. So if you guys want to keep an eye out for that, the easiest and probably the most effective way of finding it is, of course, following on Twitch and also on Twitter. That's where I will notify you guys as well. Of course, you guys already got the YouTube notification, but now you can have the Twitter and the Twitch one as well. If you guys want to follow us, that is, if you guys are looking to catch the streams. Now, another thing that I want to quickly tell you guys is that we named our polar bear. However, where's our polar bear? You know what I mean? You see that? See what's going on? Why do we what is going on there? Why is there a block there, but there's no polar bear? I'm not too sure what has happened, but I feel like the polar bear was in its spot over there. Well, I know it was in the spot we named it. And we named our polar bear Peanut, by the way, after one of our moderators in our Twitch chat. Good, Peanut. What's up, man? I know you're watching. But, yeah, it's a very sad thing. And we are going to be, like, fixing that up, of course. But one thing I've learned is that these things, I feel like it's probably corners that are messing these things up. Because I know that when chunks load, sometimes things get pushed into blocks in the corners. And I'm feeling like that is probably what is happening here. And poor little Peanut, either, well, there's one of two things. It either died suffocating in a block, or there's a secret plan going on underway here, and like Peanut has just disappeared into nowhere. So I'm gonna go for option number 2, but option number 1 still stands. Now, the first project we are getting into now, we've got some things which I'm thinking of doing today. First of all, as I'm walking around here, let's get on around this way. Walking around here, I've just kind of been chilling, walking around the city, and one thing that has struck me as a bit of a problem is that this area is a little bit bland on this wall. We've only got this retaining wall, and we haven't done anything with it. So I was thinking perhaps we could build something in here. Maybe another house, maybe something along those lines. Or, what I was thinking, which was something that I have not, well, I considered it, but I thought, you know, we're not going to do it in this, was building a hospital. The hospital I thought would be really, really cool to have in there. However, I'm having trouble with this area here, of course, with keeping animals alive. Apparently, I cannot look after anything. And that I mean, fair enough. I've got a pretty bad track record right now. And I thought it would be kind of cool to fill this up a little bit with something. And this is where I was planning on doing the hospital. So I don't know whether I want to do it here right now or over there, where I thought it could also look kind of cool. However, I'm feeling like I'm probably going to build something over here. And I know it's right next to this zoo area, but these could just be little things you walk through going around the city. Something put on by the council of the city or whatever controls this city, just to decorate it. I'm cool with that. I'm down with that. So what I want to do now is get a little bit of stuff going on here. And one thing that's going to obviously happen is we're going to have to chop down all these trees. That's a given. But the other thing is that this ground is not completely even. So my thought on that would be that we're going to go down a little bit with the hospital underground a little bit, but we still want obviously the building to come up above the ground. And I also want to make it a little bit bigger than what you would expect. So I want to see, for instance, like separate wings. I don't know what we're actually going to put inside of it. It's going to be fairly basic. Of course, to go along with our basic knowledge of this sort of stuff. Come on, get me under there. There we go. Perfect. So what I'm thinking of doing now is I'm going to probably just clear out the area, as I told you guys. And then we're going to get started on an entrance to the hospital today. And maybe just build the framework of what's going to be happening and planning out. You know, it's just seeing the little things that we got to do to get this thing to work. Because I feel like having this hospital could actually be a pretty cool. Whoa, that's my fault. But yeah, I think having a hospital would be a pretty cool thing, just to see how we do it and see how it turns out. Because I honestly have no clue how it's going to turn out. If it turns out anything like I think it will, I think it's going to be a very, very awesome building. But, of course, that is all up to us finding this out. So, I think I'm going to gather some stuff up. I definitely know I need to get a bunch of oak logs. That is one thing we're going to have to do. So, I'll get going on that, and then I'll be back. Alrighty, guys. So, I've gone ahead and I've done the front entrance to the hospital. And I know what you're thinking. Jancy, you said we're going to be doing it here. I've changed my mind. I've gone to the other spot that we were talking about. I cleared this area out and I was like, you know, I just can't see it. It's not working for me there. So I am more than happy to go over this side. And by the way, this area is still a frame lagging machine right here. Like going through here, definitely a little bit jumpier, and as soon as we leave it, everything goes back to normal. Very, very weird, but I assume it's just because we've had our world for a long time. We've had a lot of issues, and that could be what has happened there. So what we are doing here is I've been messing around with the future entrance for this thing. I've got a wing over here, a wing on that side there, and I thought, you know, we can make the entrance in here. I thought that was a pretty cool idea, and I think it's going to work. I've tried this little thing over here. I'm not too sure how it's going, but I thought I'd just bring you guys in to tell you what's happening, and also to just check up with, catch up with what we've been up to here. I'm thinking of doing this in a lot of bone block, and of course that is to do with the fact that a hospital is generally white inside, and we only do single layer walls, and I think this will just make those walls a little bit more easier for us to work with when we get on the inside here. So we'll do that there, and we'll just finish off these walls. Now, I also realized that I have not updated you guys on what has happened in the previous stream, so we can go and check out some of the stuff we've done. We've optimized our villager systems, and I'll get to that as well, because there's quite a bit of stuff that's happened in there. We're not going to go through the redstone necessarily. We're just going to go check, and we'll check what it has done. And you know what? Let's go have a look at that now. So we may as well start off going all the way here to this entrance here in the mountain. And by the way, these mountain peaks are looking fantastic, might I add, from the city. It's really, really cool to see this piece here. Now, I think in our next world, although I speak about it quite a lot, and it's definitely nearing the time where we're going to be getting into our next world, I am obviously not ready for it just yet, and I've also been asked quite a bit about it, and what we are waiting on is let me just do that in case the zombie comes in there, the full release of Minecraft 1.12, which is just around the corner. We're in our pre-releases now. There's a pre-release coming out this week. And by the way, while we're down here, before I carry on talking about that, we have got slabs in here where we used to have a sign, which was a suggestion in stream, and it works fantastically. I mean, I can walk up here, not even touch anything, and I still don't quite understand why it does this, but it pushes you up and over. I don't even have to be pressing forward to push up and then drop down. But hey, I'm not complaining about that. So back to what I was saying, what I am hoping for before I start the next world is, obviously I'm still looking through seeds, and we have got some very good candidate seeds, but we're waiting for a full release of Minecraft 1.12, and we are also waiting for the Optifine version of that version. So Minecraft 1.12, when Optifine releases for it, it'll be great, because I want to start the world with our... Oh, have I gone too far? No, I haven't. Ah, I know what's going on there. I've put this to try and count how many villages have come through. So I've just set that off twice since I've done that, and we had 64 in there, so down to 59. But what you can see here is we've got that stream, which you guys would know about, that stream where you know about, and now I've just pushed that again. Yeah, 58. We're just going to go through here and go to the third stream. Now this is very, very easy stuff here, and I thought we may as well take advantage of something we've just left out here and go ahead and do that. So coming around this way, we are getting nearby the dock area to the world, and I thought, you know, we've got that little area, the little tunnel that goes underneath by the docks, and I had a door that was going to connect up to our tunnels inside here, but I thought, you know, why not just use that for something that's a little bit more functional. So as you come up here, bam, villagers actually stop there and open this door, by the way. And just down here where we are at the docks, you can kind of get your whereabouts to where we are in the village. As you come out here, you can see we have got this area here to populate with villagers. Has this chest got something awesome in it? No, it doesn't. Okay. I sometimes just find little presents I've left for myself over many months in those chests, so I thought it would be a fun thing to check out. So now what I was saying is we are going to be starting that as soon as that Optifine version is out, and that is because we want the pretty sky. We want everything to be ready for us to get into our new world and get started with everything the way we want it. So that's what we're waiting on. And until then, I am more than happy to continue on with my ideas in here. And we're going to finish off what we want to finish off in this. And as I say, we're actually going to have quite a few streams this week. So we're going to get a lot of stuff done in this world, which is going to be absolutely awesome. So my next thing I want to do here, by the way, is I'm going to get this building and that building just very, very quickly laid out. And this bottom piece in between them, I'm going to keep as an area up there. Oh, they just choked my chicken around. Keep as an area that's actually natural and it's been built in as if this has been built into this natural cliff, but like purposefully. So if I go up here, you can see, you might remember us doing this garden, like this stuff here. And I don't want to ruin that, but I think if we do this here, we'll have this area to cover up and it'll just have a roof of dirt. But inside, I don't want it to be dirt, of course. But that's the way I'm planning on doing it. And then we'll have the two main buildings up there. So I think I'll get that done. Okay, so we're coming back in here and I've done the towers to where I wanted them to be. And I wanted to just bring you into my little plan here. So you know what, we're on the same wavelength, you know what I mean? So I'm going to clear out this area here. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a wing on this side, a wing on that side. I think we've just exposed a cave system over here, did we not? Yep, perfect. That actually is going to keep my digging to a minimum. So yeah, we're going to go and get this area here working for us in two different ways. We're going to have an area to keep all the beds in, an area on that side to do all the operating in, and man, my frames are really not doing very well today. Look at this. 80 that way, 43 that way, 35. Crazy stuff, but not to be concerned with, I guess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to show you my plan, which is that these two towers are actually not going to be used for any functional purpose. Man, that is really something. I feel like they're going below 30 at times. That's okay. So what I was thinking of doing was to add in over here. Please tell me I did. Yeah, I did. Whoa, man, I was going to say, I counted 7. I was hoping that I did do 7 in the end. But of course, making a little bit of a thing here like this. Now, what I was thinking was either putting these over here with just redstone lamps in the middle, like redstone lamps on this level here. So let me just get in here, right? Yeah, this lag is, this frame droppage is terrible. There we go. All right, so if I get this stuff here, we can put one there, and we'll get these other two from here. So that one, I think I should be able to jump and put one there. Yep, perfect. So I was thinking like this, or alternatively, if we take a step back, that just looks very, very boring. Which of course it's a very boring thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guessed it. The alternative is to use a bit of glass on the front of these, red glass in fact, and I think that will actually make the difference that we need. I want it to just pop out a little bit. Now I feel like that's going to pop out a bit too much, so maybe we could try something here, like a bit of that, and just frame it off. It's something that I'm not too sure about, but I want to definitely give it a try. And yeah, this comes back to the issue of not having the vertical half slabs, because that's going to look very odd. All right, so maybe pushing these in one block will be the way to do it, and push those back one block. That'll still create that illusion of depth that I always talk about, just having depth in the build. Because of course, else we've just got a flat wall. Look at this. The main issue with this is it's very, very flat, and I don't know why I just threw that in front of me, but that's all right. Don't want to waste this one here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push these in one block. So if we take these away and then put them in, like here. Let's just put one of these here and start it off like that, I guess, and get rid of those. Now we should have something a little bit better. So if I do that, there and there, let's give this a try. And because we can see through the glass, that's that depth that I was talking about, hopefully. Yeah, Yeah, I suppose that's a little bit better. I feel like this could actually look pretty cool at night. Let's just take another bit of a step back to this area here. You know what? I actually don't mind that. I don't mind that. That definitely says hospital, and we'll do another one on each of these sides here. Then the next thing that I'm planning on doing is trying to fix this area up to merge in a little bit with this stuff here, but without getting rid of too much of this natural like area here. So if I could do something like this, does this block have to be here? No, it does not. All right, so that's a good thing to have. We don't need to have that white block there. We can put in this over here, and of course there's an issue there. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just get this area molded in like this, and probably up to here will be where I will stop as well. Something like that. We'll just flatten it off with the land. Yeah, I won't concern myself all too much with that. Now what I want to do is I want to get in a door, or maybe, you know what, maybe we'll just leave this completely open. And what I want to get inside here is a little bit of an entrance hall. We might not finish it completely, but I want it to have an area going that way, and that way, 3 different directions. And I don't know what we're going to put in each one. In fact, if you guys have got any ideas, tell me what you want to see in them, because we'll be doing these as we go throughout the week. So if you guys give me a good idea, I will definitely consider putting it in here. All right, so I think this is a little bit of a progress update, at least, on how this is coming out. What I've done is I've definitely put in those 2 things there. I thought it was a bit much to have it in the sides there, so we can always think of what else we're going to do in that. But of course, we are doing more of the main bulky bits of the building now. So as we come down here, obviously this ground is untextured, and that's why it looks very, very plain out here. We're going to have to do something with that. I tried to play around with the floor. However, doing this hardened clay definitely is not the way to go. I know I'm going to get a bunch of suggestions in the comments telling me to put hardened clay, concrete here. If I do get these, this will probably avoid those. So we do not have any concrete in our world currently. We haven't updated, of course. So if you guys were going to suggest that, we don't need it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end up putting these things going out in different directions. This is like going to be a little bit of a tunnel. I decided to just go ahead and try something on these roofs. I think it doesn't look too bad, because this wing over here is going to be a bit of beds, I'm guessing, or maybe an operating area. That one there as well. In fact, this one goes kind of down, which I thought could be cool to maybe follow along. We'll see how we go. And as I say, that one there will be a bit more of a passageway. I'm not going to put a door on the front though, because I think it works well to be opened out in this way. And as I say, pink, no. We might end up going with maybe a gray. I think that could look cool. Or perhaps if all else fails, we'll go with birch, because I think this is a strange opportunity where birch could have a use. Man, I did not fly at all there. Come on, I get stuck every time. Oh, and of course, right now I would have one of these guys. Get out of the way, please. All right. So can I make this jump? I think I can. Oh yeah, nailed that. Perfect. So we're going to put in a roof here, and this roof is going to be a similar roof to, I don't actually know what, not even that. In fact, I've never really noticed that roof over there is actually a pretty cool shape. I've never really thought about that until now, at least when I built it, I guess. But let's just go there. I'm going to have a look at how I got that there, because that's actually really more intricate than I thought. So we'll do that, put in one of those there. And I'm going to do one of these roofs as a 4-sided roof, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go and put in this slope in here, like this, not that, that. And then we're going to go and do this on each of the 4 sides instead of going as one long roof. I'm sure there's probably a name for that, but I'm going to just call it a 4-sided roof. And then we'll do that there and meet these all in the middle. So I think that will be pretty much something I will do off camera, because it's not too important. And I think you kind of get the picture. Now I've just picked up my junk. So if we do that one there, do that one there, I will go ahead and finish these off, and we can have a look and see how this thing's going. And there they are. So we've got these 2 roofs in. They actually took a bit longer than I expected, but that's all right. So I'm going to decorate them over the period of time that we build this, of course. I feel like we do need to add in the little bits and pieces that we normally add in, like something like that, or something along these lines, just to make it a little bit more pretty. And probably some windows in along these areas here. But for today, guys, I think that is gonna do it. It's been quite a bit of work that I've done here. Just very time-consuming stuff, surprisingly, just digging out areas and messing around with counting blocks and stuff. But I think it's gonna be a pretty cool build when it's done, because we're also gonna connect up a villager elevator to pop them out here as if they are coming from here, which was a suggestion in the comments, and I think that's pretty cool. So that will be something we'll probably end up doing. But for today, guys, I think that will be the end of the episode. So thank you very, very much for watching. Let's avoid the lag area, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.